Hey guys, I'll be showing you my take on baked mac and cheese with breadcrumbs. The first thing you'll need to do is boil 5 cups of water, boil 2 cups of macaroni. On the next pot, add in a whole stick of butter. Make sure to melt that down. And on the side here, as you can see, I've let my elbow macaroni boil for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn off your heat and drain your pasta. You want it dry. So set it aside and we will make our roux for our cheese. So I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to keep mixing and mixing, making sure that I do not take my eyes off my roux. I have my stove set at medium-high heat. And I'm just going to be vigorously mixing until I get the consistency of like applesauce. And now I'm going to add in 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to keep mixing for about another 3 minutes or so. And I'm adding my milk slowly, just to make sure there's no clumps. So after 3 minutes of constantly moving my spatula around, this is the consistency you should get. Kind of like a pancake mix. So you see it's very thick. Now I'll be using Velveeta original cheese. I'm going to use half of the block of cheese. And I'm just going to put it right into my roux. And I'm just going to keep mixing and chopping it up just like this. And getting the cheese incorporated with the roux. So this will take about 5 minutes or so to melt down. But don't take your eyes off. So after 5 minutes or so of me mixing the cheese up with the roux, this is the consistency you should get. A very thick cheese. And this is perfect. Now you'll want to add in 2 cups of water. I'm sorry, not water, milk. And I'm just going to keep mixing once again. So a very long process, but totally worth it. Look how yummy that looks. I also added in some black pepper. So I'm using mozzarella cheese, Mexican fork style cheese, mild cheddar shredded cheese, and I'll be using about a cup of each cheese. And I'm going to butter my skillet, making sure that I get all the sides covered with butter so my macaroni won't stick to the sides. And now I'm adding in my cheese, and look how delicious this looks. That's how you know this won't be no dry macaroni. Alright, so now I'm adding in my cheese, the 3 packs of cheese that I had, about a handful of each cheese. And now just get it mixed in there. Get the cheese in every spot and flatten it down. And I'm going to go over it again with a little bit more cheese to make it extra cheesy. Cheesier the better. So now I'll be using panko breadcrumbs. This is an Italian style breadcrumbs that I'm using. And I'm just eyeing the amount. And I'm also going to be adding Parmesan cheese to the top of the breadcrumbs. It gives it a very, very good taste. So after this, you bake at 350 degrees in the oven, cover and bake for about 10 minutes. And I forgot to show you guys the part where I took off the top in the oven and I let it broil for about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. But make sure to keep your eye on it because when you put it on broil, it burns really, really quickly. So it'll burn your breadcrumbs. But this came out perfect. I'm making baked chicken, mashed potatoes, my mac and cheese, and some cornbread. Yum, yum, yum. Look how delicious this looks. And this is the recipe for the best mac and cheese. Super delicious and cheesy. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, Crafty Wife. Look how gooey the cheese looks. Super moist.